Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone have had a great weekend. Today we have some news for Wolcen Lords of Mayhem. The first content patch have been postponed, so now let's talk about what is coming and to when the new release date is set. And let's begin right now. So just before we get started, I just want you guys to know that I've launched a Patreon site, and if you join the Patreon site you will get exclusive access to bonus video content like build guides and game hacks and giveaways only for patrons. So click right down in the description on the link and check it out. Right, so without further ado, let's get into this video. And let's take a look at the 3rd of May. You can see here there was an update that we're going to get some new creatures. One of them in these cultists that are led by the demons of souls, which are quite nasty right now in the game. These guys are gifted with soul magic, using it to freeze their foes and raise the dead. They have 3 types of attacks, including 2 new types of summoning. So I think that's pretty cool. It looks really nice as well. I can't wait to get to kill these guys. And we have lost souls as well. Lost souls are forced out of their way after death journey to serve followers of the sleeper. Souls are fundamentally very cold, that's why their attacks can freeze you. And I think right now we don't have any enemies that can actually freeze us, so it's going to bring even more. Well, the demons of souls can actually freeze us, but I think we're going to encounter more of these, and maybe it will bring some more fun into the gameplay. And we have also here Alestor. The Alestor is an assassin of the Republic, unseen, unheard, deadly. He comes straight from the shadows to end you. So he's like invisible and he just jumps you sometimes, right? The Alestor has 5 skills, although his specialty is to kill at close range. He can easily evade and attack you from the distance as well. So this is kind of a rogue that's going to jump you and do a lot of nasty stuff, right? Other than these creatures, we have some changes to the passive skill tree, and we're going to have we're going to go off from the current version here of 15 nodes up to 24 nodes. So we are going to have even more options to choose the right path to take here, right? And I think it's very nice that we will have even more customizations with the talents, and we can build some more hybrid cool builds. And this is the first ring here, and the second ring down here is going to go from 15 to 30 nodes, and I think it's going to be cool. The level cap will still remain at level 20 as it is right now in the beta, and but let's see if we get any more points possibly to spend. We will have to wait and see for that, but I really hope that they will add a little bit of more points for us to spend here, because we're going to have lots of more possibilities and to make some cool hybrid builds, but we're going to need more points to do that. But let's see what they come up with to fix this issue. Now we have some elemental modifiers for skills. We have the Winter's Grasp. It can be transformed into Shadow Grasp, so it's gonna look like this. I think it's a cool touch to that spell, and it's nothing that I have seen before, so pretty cool. We have the Arctic Spear that turns into sacred damage, that will allow you to cast this sacred spear. And we have the Phantom Blades that are able to do poison damage, as well as these toxic blades showing you right here. And this is the first this is one of the this is some of the changes for the coming patch that I want to show you guys. And let's jump into the new one here. This is from the 10th of May, so it's 2 days old now. And they are telling us here that they are adding 3 new areas for content patch 1, Act 1. And we have the environment to be able to look at that right here. You can see what this one is called Burning Camp. So this is an area that's burned down like this. And I think the lighting and everything, it looks, and the particles, it looks pretty awesome, right? So I can't wait to really be able to play these zones. Let's check it down here. We have this coast of wrecks. You can see there are some shipwrecks down here, and it is looking pretty cool. I think there's a lot of variety and between these zones, right? So it's going to be fun to see how that will play together, because you can see the difference between these 3, and if this is going to play out in the first act, that means that we have to travel some sort of distance to be able to get into these different zones, right? But we will see how that plays out when the content comes out. And we also have this news that they're saying here, we heard your feedback regarding the lack of light in environments, so we wanted to add an environment with much more daylight and wild creatures. This environment will be available in the story mode and in expeditions as a new random dungeon. And I think this is really nice, because now we've been playing through these dark settings, these dark dungeons, and that's cool as well, but it's going to be nice to be able to play through some of these open sort of areas. And I think that's really looking great here on these pictures. You can see how the light hits the tree here, and the details are very nice, and I think they're doing a really good job with implementing all this. And you can see here that we have some furthermore modifiers for skills. Toxic Annihilation, we added a toxic damage modifier to Annihilation, and it's looking like a green beam now. It's pretty awesome. Shadow's Flurry, we added a shadow modifier to Slayer's Fury, so it got like some sort of shadowish colors when you spend it now. And we will have to wait and see, you know, how much extra damage this will actually grant, but I think it's pretty nice looking and everything, and great animations. We added the possibility to cast Winter's Grasp under the cursor. So this is actually kind of crazy, because that means that it will be like a ranged ability now. You can just choose a pack and freeze them, right? So you can freeze them, and you can use all your different kind of spells to knock them down. And it could be kind of fun to see how that works out, right? But let's see here the release date, right? The internal date for Content Patch 1 was set to May the 30th. After reviewing our progress and considering the amount of work still needed for the 20 cutscenes and 46 dynamic scenes associated with the Act 1, we have decided to set the release date for Content Patch 1 to June 13th. So that's 14 days. We have to wait even more, right? But I really think that, as you can see, they put here that we want to offer you a good game experience and not just settle with an overall good enough. And I think that's a very great politic to have when you are developing a game, that you do not want to release content too early, because you want everyone to have a nice experience with it. So they are really thinking about what the community wants, and they are thinking about releasing some great gaming content. And I think that's very nice to hear. and I can't wait to actually see what happens when it releases and how smooth it will go. But it's very important to them, obviously, to deliver this great experience to their player base. So, well, this is all I had for you guys right now, but I just want you guys to know that I just wanted one second here. I just want you guys to know that I'm very happy that you watched my video, and I hope that you'll come back for more. Remember to like and subscribe here down in the comments, and leave a comment. You know, if you will, what you think about this new content that are coming soon. So I'll see you later, guys. Bye bye.